It doesn't matter what path you decide to walk on. It doesn't matter what your path looks like. Not everybody has to understand all the uphills, all the downhills, all the twists, the turns, all the dangers it has. Not everybody's going to see your path as beautiful or as dark as you. Not everybody would mold to this path like you did. Not everybody can go as long as you have. Regardless of where your journey began, where your journey is going, your path will have surprises. It will have, people that you walk, because you're going to come across a lot of unexpected people. Some of them are walking your path. Others are just passing by. All of these people who cross paths with you, 111, it's for a reason. I know you've heard me say it time and time again, and I might sound like a broken record at this time. But the universe would never send you anyone or anything that you could not handle. Again, use whatever label you choose to. You can say it's God. You can say it's multiple gods. You could say it's your higher self. Whatever it is, your journey is your journey. And everybody who is part of your journey is supposed to be exactly where they are. Allowing people to be exactly who they have to be, who they want to be, allows the universe to unfold in a much better way for all of us, not just for the person who is being authentically themselves, or the person who is investing all this self-love, self-care, self-awareness, etc., etc. Because even though we all come for this human experience, and like I said, the world has good and it has bad, but everything will be perceived exactly how you want it to be perceived. Whether it's a good way or a bad way, you could be focused on one thing when you really want to be focused on another. So your perception of how you see your path could be either good or bad. It could have its walls, your own walls, that self-defense mechanism you built with time. And all of those people who like rock climbing, but they will definitely climb over those walls. Excuse me. I get twisted and tangled with my words when I'm trying to read energies from so much that I pick up and so much information that there's just out there for everybody. But in reality, nature, life, 333, it's never intended to hurt you, punish you. You could call it God, you could call it universe, you could call it source, you could call it whatever you want. It is not intended to punish anybody. This whole human experience is just to evolve as a unit, to evolve as a collective, to raise our awareness, to help our future generations do better, because we will reincarnate one day. And all of those teachers, all of those masters, all of our prophets, everybody will one day walk these lands again as we do. Because we have been here for generations and generations. A lot of people will come the same way you just did. Doesn't mean they're wrong. It doesn't mean anything. Their journey is just different. And we have to learn how to accept people's journeys and people for who they are. Exactly who they show us they are. 444. We have to learn it the first time because that is their own authenticity. And who are we to judge what they came to teach us or what they came to do in this world? During your journey, you will receive a lot of help, a lot of guidance, but it's not all just intended for one purpose. There's just multiple lessons, multiple objectives, multiple things that we have to accomplish or that we came to accomplish regarding our soul contract. Wherever your journey is right now, and if you're seeing me for some odd reason, then I am just your confirmation that you're exactly in the path that you need to be. And even when things get hard, even when the path gets confusing, even when you don't know if you're making the right choices for yourself, for your loved ones, or anybody else, 555, you are. You are breaking generational curses. You're breaking generational traumas. You are rewiring everything from past lives, from past generations, from just the core of the problem. You're doing that. And the path that you are on, it might be a bit lonely at times, a bit confusing, but it's your path. It's your journey. So don't let anybody make choices for you. Whenever you reach those crossroads, whenever you reach that point in time in your life where you have to pick a side, choose a path, make a life-changing choice, take your time. Really analyze the destinations, whether you like a narrow path or not, whether you like going uphill or downhill. If you want to pick a path that feels comfortable to you, analyze if it's because of your traumas, your triggers, your past experiences, or just your own intuition. Whatever it is, whatever path you decide to take, it is right for you. It is the path that you were meant to take all along. All the life experiences that you are going through, that you went through, they molded you a certain way. But they're also your inspiration for the future that you are going to create, the future that you're investing in, the future that you are manifesting, the future that you will receive. There's just a lot that you are creating in this journey, in this path. There's a lot more things for you to discover. Many of the things that you find in your path, 0808, will be perceived in a beautiful way by you or in a dangerous way by you. You will discover new things, new ways, maybe even a new path, an unwalked path. But you, if you are still watching this, it's because you are a few of the selected chosen ones that are leaders of the chosen ones. You are the ones waking up those chosen ones that forgot they were chosen, that forgot who they were. Your story is going to wake up a lot of souls. Your path is going to be the beginning of a new way for other people. A lot like you, 0909. A lot of people who were just as lost, just as confused. A lot of people who also like to wander and get lost in the beauty of what life has to offer. And even when you see yourself alone, you're not alone. You see all that army behind me? No, you don't see it, do you? I feel it, I see it, I hear it, I believe. And you have one too. Because that army behind us, next to us, and even in front of us, They will always be there. Through the ups, the lows, through it all. Even when we want to give up, even when we are tired of walking the same path of all of these uphills and downhills and constant struggles, even when we are tired of our path, they're right there. Whether it's people that we used to know, family, past energies that once walked the earth, or perhaps they didn't. They are all there for you, for your balance, for your purpose. Your life mission is exactly where you're going. And that army behind you is going to make sure that you accomplish all that mission, that you do not give up, that you don't quit, that even when you are tired, you remember exactly who you are and what you came to do, which is changing the world. 11:11. With your ideas, your creations, with your presence, with your energy, with your gifts, with your business, with your art, with your music, whatever it is, to each their own. We're all different for a reason, because all of us bring something different. As a unit, we can change the whole world. And all of us are doing exactly that. And for those few chosen ones that are left, that are still believing, that are still going, that are still struggling, whether it's to stay balanced because of how life has really turned, how dark the world gets. Like, we all learned how to coexist in the balance of nature, in the balance of life. And that is why that is why they chose you for this path, 222. Because they knew that even when you get tired, even though when you complain, and oh my gosh, the life situations that this path has brought you to, it would have killed anybody else, it would have ended anybody else, but not you. It didn't do that to you, and it won't do that to you, because the life that you are living, the path that you are walking, was meant only for you. And even though this army is behind you, you also have people who are walking your footsteps. And not everybody's going to make it as far as you, 1313. Not everybody will have the strength to walk the path that you walked, to come the way that you came, to do the sacrifices that you had to do certain things that you didn't even believe that you could, 333. But you're doing it with the help of your army, with the help of your team, with the help of whomever you believe in. They will not let you fall, and they will not get you lost, because your intuition, oh, it's above map quests and everything. Your intuition will always guide you the right way. Even when you mess up, just know it was a mess up for a lesson that you needed to learn. It was a mess up for you to have this opportunity to rewire, to have this opportunity to do it different. 1414. Different than your past generations, different than your past senseis, anybody that you looked up to, anybody that tried to wire you, anybody that tried to break you. Like, you are going further than anything. And like I've said in my messages before, the world is going to know who you are. Little by little, they will. 444. Little by little, the world will know your name. You will put your city on the map. You will become famous one way or another. So this is also just another reminder that you are stronger than you think. You are a lot braver than the world wants you to believe. You're a lot more creative than you give yourself credit for. You just have to give yourself the space, the time, and don't pressure yourselves. I know that a lot of us feel like our time is so limited with this journey, with this path, that we want to do everything at once. But just know we have multiple lives, multiple opportunities, and what you have to experience right now, that's for right now, for you to focus now, to live in the moment now, to not overwhelm yourself with so many choices, with so many life experiences, or 555, or different tests. Because life will always have those tests, and life will always put you in situations where you will feel overwhelmed. And like I said, lost, confused. But your team is there. Whenever you feel that you cannot go on, that you cannot find a way, that you cannot make a choice, ask for guidance and listen. Like I've said before, communication and language was never our first. It was always energy. For people like us, energy is our first language. So learn to listen. We need to rewire and unlearn everything that they taught us. To an extent, of course. Because logic in my world is balanced with a lot of irrational thoughts. But see, that's what works in my world. And as your messenger, I'm here to tell you that your journey is a very important one. It's an important journey for a lot of people, for the world, for your loved ones, for yourself, for your being, for your generations. And I know it's a lot of pressure, especially when we feel that we didn't ask for it, but in reality, we did. We knew what we signed up for in our soul contract. Because we are those strong warriors, because we are those strong souls, we knew we could face anything this matrix would throw at us. Because we knew that our mind is stronger, that we can control all those tedious obstacles. Because within us lies gods and goddesses energy. We are those reincarnated souls. We are those great beings from history, from the past, the present, and the future. So let's move accordingly. And even though a lot of us came from dark paths and very mischievous backgrounds, they all lead to our destination. It doesn't matter how slow you move. It doesn't matter in which way you decide to heal, or if people see the way that you're healing as good or as bad, as long as you keep that ball rolling. Because if you are running, you can fall, which is nothing wrong with that, because some of us learn from our mistakes. Some of us are meant to make those mistakes. So those mistakes are made one last time before we all rewire 1919 and rebuild and make something different for our new generations. So the next time you feel depressed, ask yourself why. Why are you feeling depressed when you're a god, a goddess? When you have a whole army waiting for you to accomplish that life mission? You're gonna have a lot of situations where they want to keep you stagnant, where they want to keep you confused. But you're above all that now. So I hope that if this message reached you, it reminds you of who you are. I saw 2002. It reminds you of your journey, of your path. It reminds you of all the inner secrets that your soul carries, of all that inner wisdom from past lives. 2020 confirmation. Just enjoy it. It's limited, so it's too precious to waste feeling angry, feeling resentful, feeling scared. Fear is a choice. As my ancestors once said, fear is a disease and a choice. Once one is infected with fear, you spread it like a disease, and it spreads faster than anything. So we must be those souls that carry that inner strength, and that we are very well rooted, and that we believe in our teams. Hence why the trust falls. Because they know they're back there. They know they're all around, even in front of us. They're everywhere. So, the next time somebody wants to talk about you, your path, your life choices, your journey, just hold yourself accountable for all the mistakes you did in your past. But don't beat yourself up. Know exactly who you are so the world doesn't try to shame you for it. Because everything you do or did has a purpose. And they wouldn't understand that. I saw 222. And they're not meant to. Like I said, this path is yours. This journey is yours. This life experience is yours. Your manifestations are yours. Your creations are yours. The abundance is yours. Everything is yours. 222. Like, I can't stress that enough. That I really hope that whoever is watching this video really wakes up. Because if you're still here, it's because you know you are that chosen one. You know I'm talking to you. You know you're here to change the world. You know your creations are good. You know your ideas are good. You know your soul's in the right place. You know that abundance is yours. You know. Period. You just know. And maybe half of the stuff or everything I just said was exactly what you were thinking. And that is me. That is my gift. That is my mission. To be your voice. Because even when we didn't have a voice, we're becoming that voice. We're becoming those leaders. We're becoming that example. Even if people don't like it. And they don't have to like it. And trust me, they won't like a lot of the things that we choose to do. And that's why they chose us. Because we have more than enough courage, more than enough strength to stand on it, to stand on business, to keep going, to keep pushing, to go beyond stereotypes, to go beyond expectations, to go beyond the limit of what they gave us. Because we might not obey everybody, but we obey as above, so below. We obey, whether you call it source, God, the devil, or whatever. I don't care what you call it. You obey that inner voice, that inner light. Your true purpose. So, keep going. This is just another reminder. The life that you live and that journey that you're walking, it won't be over until it's actually over, and you move on to the next phase, the next realm, whatever you believe, that happens after we go out of this matrix. So enjoy it, because the best destinations are those that are not as walked as others. Those beautiful destinations that people are too afraid to take. We are those. That's on 2525. We are those explorers, those fearless souls that don't mind walking alone on these dark woods, on these dark paths, just to see what it brings in the next corner. And even with the dangers that we can face, we know why us. And we're not afraid of getting lost because we rely on our intuition to always find our way. You got this. You're still here. It's for a very important reason. You are that reason. You're that soul we're all waiting for. Time to wake up, boo-boo. It's time to get to work. It's time to work for the universe, God, your team. It's time to bring those creations. It's time for us to wake up the rest of our pack, the rest of our lone wolves, the rest of our chosen ones. Nobody gets left behind, right? Hoorah. No, not part of y'all. But God, I wish I would have been. My journey led me somewhere else. And here we are, speaking for the universe. On a different path, on a different level. But still with the same heart and the same mind. Mind of a warrior. Let's get it, yo.